Hello Virgo, welcome. This is going to be your mid-month reading for April. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. These are general messages and may not resonate with every Virgo. If it doesn't resonate with you, feel free to check your other placements to see what else is going on with you. What's going on with Virgo? Virgo, mid-month April. Why do I sound tired? Virgo, mid-month April. In love, reconciliation. Someone from your past has returned into your life. Forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moment. It looks like there's going to be reconciliation and forgiveness going on, which is good, but I see it being a little bit of a complicated road towards that, but you know, it's good news. Let's see what else. All right, Virgo, love messages. Okay. Healing family issues. Give your relationship a chance. Pay attention to the red flags. So working on the partnership, there's some signs cautioning you with red flags, but we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. It doesn't have to be your parents. It could be just kind of speaking about this whole forgiveness situation even more. I just see reconciliation and forgiveness is the main thing and giving your relationship a chance, but we also have red flags. So this means it's not all perfect, because as I always say, we live on planet Earth and not heaven, so it's always going to come with a grain of salt, but let's see what that's about anyways. I don't know why my phone goes off. Like, no one texts me. That's gotta be the phone network. What's going on with Virgo in love? Trapped in fear. Rejoicing in celebration. This is the Three of Cups, so it's basically reconciliation even more. But trapped in fear, I'm picking up on trust issues. I don't know if it's you who feels like you have to worry about the red flags, which you do. You have to be cautious. But I feel like some of you are afraid of trusting the wrong person or trusting them again after maybe they hurt you. Could be an Aries. We have authority. We have new beginnings. This is authority, but it's actually the Emperor card, so it's Aries. But we have a new beginning. We have reconciliation. Maybe your person, for some of you, you might be dealing with someone who's very masculine or could come off as controlling. That could be a red flag. Could be someone that you're kind of afraid of because they are like big or just somewhat masculine or aggressive, even if they're a female, or bossy, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I feel like the fear is about trust. I don't know why. More so trust than actually being afraid of the person. So we have spiritual strength here. All right, let me clarify this trapped in fear card because it kind of throws everything off. It's like, what is this here for? Trapped in fear. The Eight of Swords. Where's the Eight of Swords? Here, Three of Swords. Yeah. It's the fear of trust. It's the fear that, someone's afraid to take the leap in the situation because they're afraid that they can't trust this person again. Like they did something in the past. There's red flags. There might have even been a third party in the past or just heartbreak. And I feel like this is you being afraid to go forward and forgive and trust this person again when they come around. I mean, don't blame you, but fear does hold us back. But when it comes to someone who betrayed you in the past or hurt you, it's like, well, me personally, I feel like it's the whole thing where you touch fire and it burns you, and so you know that you don't want to touch it again. But at the same time, overcoming fear is a powerful thing. So, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's get into the spread. See what's going on here. Okay, what's going on with Virgo? What can Virgo expect mid-April 2020? What can Virgo expect in love? Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So you might have a Leo coming forward, or someone coming forward with a lot of confidence. Okay, ultimately, you guys are wanting just a stable life, you know what I mean? There's the Emperor again. Some of you dealing with an Aries. This person could have had some of you like waiting. It could be now, or it could have been in the past, or they kind of always have you waiting. But this is what's blocking the Three of Wands, constantly having to wait. It's like, yes, they always come around, but why do you have to go through separation anyways? They actually miss you. We have the Six of Cups here, so they are reminiscing on the past. They are thinking about the past, but when it comes to their feelings, they're trying to stay in control of it. Like they're trying to come off as this masculine person, male or female. They're trying to come off as emotionally tough, like they have their emotions under control and they don't show any weakness. So you wouldn't know that they are kind of reminiscing on the past about this relationship, because they might have this whole, I mean, when the Queen of Swords is there next to it, it's like, yeah, someone has this serious face on, this mask. Maybe it might be someone who has cut you off in the past as well. You know what I mean? There's just this harshness to it at times where you're probably afraid to go through something like that again. So, but this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for some of you. And of course we have Aries here quite strongly, and Leo and Sagittarius. But ultimately, I feel like you are going for stability. We have the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, all about stability, you know, having everything you need, not feeling like you have to worry, you know, not having to live in fear about losing your person or that they're not here to stay. They're seeing you as the Ace of Swords, so they're seeing the potential for a new beginning here. But obviously they're still maintaining this kind of tough persona. You know what I mean? They're not really coming forward crying and saying they miss you. Basically, they're coming forward quite, you know, confident, like with their chest pushed all the way up if they're a man. You know what I mean? Just I feel like it's not, you know, it's kind of, it's fake. Okay, it's fake, but it's not to deceive you, this fake image they have of being extra tough. It's just that they don't want to show any vulnerability. But anyways, you are quite burdened emotionally here. You're feeling either burdened by your feelings towards this person or burdened by the situation itself. You know, not wanting to, I feel like you just don't want to feel like you're not in a stable connection. Like you don't want to have to worry and be in fear. You're seeing them as the Three of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be that you have put them on a pedestal, wanting something serious with them. For others of you, could be that you are thinking there's a third party or suspicious of that. But we have the King of Wands as your outcome, so it does look like you're gonna be like in a position of strength. You know what I mean? So if you are trapped in fear, if you are worrying about red flags, eventually you're going to get to this place of feeling confident and feeling, I wouldn't say more stable because it's the wands, but just more confident and more fearless about the situation. So let's kind of see how this is going to play out. Why the Emperor? Why the Emperor? We have the Lovers, Magician in reverse. This could be a Gemini for some of you. But they may have been quite manipulative in the past, or slightly manipulative, where you kind of picked up on it and just felt like you just don't want to deal with that. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Four of Cups, reverse, yeah. This person wants to rebuild the connection, but for some of you, they get bored when they're in the connection, then they might leave and start to miss it. That's for some of you, but I feel like they're not very happy with how things are, but they're not going to come off as emotional about it either. So, Six of Cups. See, Ten of Pentacles. Some of you could have been married to this person, could still be married but in separation, or you guys had somewhat of a stable connection, or what you thought was a stable connection in the beginning. Doesn't mean it's not, but they may have done something that made you feel unstable. So then you find yourself in fear because you can't count on the stability right now. But they don't want to... There's that King of Swords in reverse, which means they're being quite, or like trying to come off as quite detached, but they also don't want to push this away. There may have been a lack of communication going on here. That has made them miss you. If there's been a lot of distance. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Okay, yeah. So you guys, even if you had a lot of arguments, they still see potential in this connection. Like some of you may be thinking, there's no way they could want this. We had too much arguments. They know this, they're aware of this because they're seeing you as the Ace of Swords. They know about, the drama and everything. They are thinking about it. It's not like they magically forgot about it, but they don't care. They see potential in this still. The Ace of Swords is about, a new beginning, even though things have been really rough. Could be a Pisces for some of you, but especially if you've been quite distant and mysterious, they are definitely wondering what's going on, trying to peek their head back in, missing you as well. Nobody texts me. Okay, that's I'm not popular. That is the phone company. I have no friends. Yeah, I just feel like they are aware of how bad it's been, but they still want another chance. This doesn't mean that you want this, but they kind of still see potential. It's like the more distance there is, this person starts to miss you low key because, they have on this tough mask. And, they probably come forward. They'll probably come forward in a very arrogant type of way. Like, I don't know how to explain it without making it sound bad. But it's like a lot of ego and pride with them. For some of you, this person, I don't know. Let me get deeper to make sure that what I'm feeling is right. Sometimes I just don't get the people who come up in these readings until it really comes out. But you could be dealing with a Cancer. for some of you. You see what I mean? Some of you may have moved too quickly in this situation. Some of you may be a bit confused as to where it's going. So you're a bit hesitant to make any kind of decision because you don't know what to expect. It's like you need stability. You're a Virgo, you're an earth sign. Earth signs need stability. So if something's looking shaky, you're probably like, don't know if I could put my eggs in this basket. The Ten of Wands, the Fool. Some of you want a whole new start. The Fool, this is the third time the Fool has come out. This New Beginnings card as well is the Fool as well. So I see that you want a new beginning, but you don't want one that isn't stable. You know what I mean? So it's hard for you to make any kind of decision. Like, let's say you love this person, you would like to do it with them, you know, to believe that they can be that person, but with you, it's all decision making. It's like, what do I do? And I feel like it's because of the instability and the not knowing what's going to happen, not being able to, you know, get a grip on this person or know what their next move is going to be. So it will throw you off as a Virgo. But Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Star, and we have Aquarius energy here with the Star, but some of you really view this person as like really attractive. It's like they have it all, kind of on a pedestal type of thing. You might view them as very lucky as well, but it's like you view them as having it all, being the lucky one. That's kind of an illusion because we always view other people as more lucky than us, you know what I mean? So you seeing them this way doesn't mean that you're not lucky yourself. Doesn't mean that, you know, it's, what am I getting? It's like you're missing them and everything, and you want something with them. And you feel that because they put on this confident image, this mask, you know, they don't show much weakness. You just think they have it all together. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't, because they are feeling emotions here, but they're not showing emotions. So they do have weakness. They do miss you, which means, you know, it's not all good for them right now. It's not all perfect. But why is the King of Wands here? The King of Wands is the outcome for Virgo. Strength. You see what I mean? I did tell you that the King of Wands is here because you're gonna be feeling more strength, more confidence in the situation. I don't know how. I feel like it's not that they're gonna come forward and show you stability. I feel like you're gonna kind of learn how to give yourself that feeling. I know it sounds difficult and just cliche. I feel like this confidence that you're gonna have is not gonna come from them giving you stability, which is good because you shouldn't, you know, base your confidence off of what someone else can give you. So it's like you're gonna come to some realization in yourself, you know, learning, like getting to know yourself, realizing that you only need you. And I feel like anyone's behavior won't be able to affect you. So you will no longer be trapped in fear because, I don't know how, but some of you are going to learn that only you can make you happy. And I know that sounds like it would take a long journey, but for some reason I'm seeing that for April. That you're not going to be affected by other people's actions that much, Or maybe that's how, maybe you've been working on that and you finally get into that point. But yeah, let me look at this person's feelings more. And how they view you and everything. Come on. Okay. How do they feel about Virgo? Their feelings towards Virgo. Strong Leo energy. You see, it's like they may run from this connection because it does bring them a sense of, it brings them, it puts them in a position where they feel like they're not in control. So it's like if they start, you know, really becoming weak towards you, like they feel like they can't be without you, they kind of pull away and try to gather their thoughts and their feelings and try to get back into control of how they feel. So sometimes you make them feel like they're not in control of their own emotions. They just start falling in love and they feel like they have to pull back to get control. It's like this person's a control freak in a way. You know what I mean? Like some Capricorn type energy where they just want to control, have control of everything. How are they viewing Virgo? How are they viewing Virgo? They feel like you're pushing them away. You see, they did something that makes them feel like you're probably pushing them away. They see that you're hurt. They see that you probably are just like, get the hell out. They see that you haven't, like, a lot of you haven't reached out to this person at all because they're viewing you as kind of chilling and not taking any action towards them. And also the Queen of Cups, they know about your emotional state, that you're probably in your feelings, pissed off with them and standoffish. I'm hearing that they see this as a challenge, which makes it more appealing and makes them want to come towards you because they know it's going to be tough to get your forgiveness. But this excites them, especially if it's an Aries, like how the Emperor's here twice. The challenge would make them want to come forward. So say they have like Aries moon even, or Aries somewhere in the chart. You're putting up a challenge for them and they like the challenge. So that's why they're coming forward. You know what I mean? But I feel like you're having a hard time with the stability side of things. Okay. So let me get some oracle cards and see what's going on. Advice for Virgo. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. It could be a Gemini, but it looks like you're going to get answers about what this person, why they left or why they did what they did. You know, the red flags are still there. And I feel like this card is here because you view this instability thing as a red flag. If you can't have a sound mind and feel stable, then how are you going to be comfortable? We have believe in the impossible. So this just tells me that they're hiding their feelings. Like they come off as very tough and like they don't care, but deep down they do, because we have the Six of Cups. So to you, it's impossible that they miss you. For some of you, you're thinking like, it's impossible. How can they miss me when they're being this way or that way? But it's really just an image that they're trying to portray. You know what I mean? So we have a time to give rather than take. This is a Virgo energy card, new moon in Virgo. We have take time to breathe out. Focus on you, okay? Don't even worry about if it's possible or impossible for them to come around, because then you're worried about how... Sorry, there's a big old truck blowing the horn. Then you're going to be worrying about how someone else can bring you happiness, and that's not what you're going towards, you know what I mean? I feel like if you focus on you, you're going to find that you can have the confidence regardless of who is in your life or who isn't in your life. And then from there, it's like they either do right by you or they leave. And either way, it's not going to affect you because you found your inner strength. It could be through spiritual means, like maybe you start to connect on a spiritual level with yourself. You get to know your higher self, you know, you find that inner strength. You find who you are and you start to really like who you are, and you just don't care who's in your life or not. I don't know. I feel like you're going to get to that point and none of the things they do are going to affect you in the way that it has in the past. So there'll be nothing to fear. You know what I mean? And then they'll have to prove to you that they should be in your life. And if they can't, I feel like you'll have no problem freeing yourself. So, let's look at these big old cards. Let's see what comes out for Virgo. Gosh, such a struggle to shuffle these. All right, I'm not a victim to the harassment in my life. You see what I mean? You're going to be like taking your power back. Like you'll just feel, not that you had a victim mentality, but you'll know how to give your, you know, like when you know how to give yourself things from the inside, you won't need anything on the outside. You won't need anybody. You won't need anything. You'll just be happy and content. We have, there are infinite resources available to me. See what I mean? You'll become aware of what you actually have within. If I'm compassionate with myself, it takes time to heal. Some of you may have been healing for some time now, and it's like you're coming to this place where you're finally at a place where you can feel that strength that comes from healing. But let's see, we have, the only approval I need is my own. You see what I mean? I don't need to explain anything more, okay? That says it all. I just told you that you're gonna get to the point where you don't need anyone to make you feel stable. You won't need anyone for anything. It's like at that point, who cares whether this person wants to show emotion or not? All that will matter to you is that they're treating you right or they need to go. So it's better to work on getting yourself to that place than to sit and worry about this person. You know what I mean? Because then you'll have the power. Right now, they have the power. If you haven't been working on yourself for some time, then they probably have all the power right now, you know, probably have you thinking and trapped in fear. But when you give yourself back the power, they don't have this power and you won't have this problem. So why do I feel like I'm missing something out? Did all the oracle cards, did the spread, clarified. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, basically your person, it's gonna be a thing where they come around and they want forgiveness and they're available and they want to give the relationship a chance, but what you need to work on is not having to fear a person leaving you, not having to feel like you have to just compromise and accept someone's behavior and just feel unstable or worry about them leaving again. It's like focus on the ultimate strength so nothing bothers you, nothing can affect you. All right, so Virgo, this is what I'm seeing. Just know that most likely, even if it's impossible, even if you think it's impossible, that they miss you and are coming back. You might see something different. You might be surprised. But it's important for right now to only focus on you. Don't focus on, now that you know that they're coming back, that you're going to focus on them and wait for them. No, you should not wait for them. Just act like you didn't hear that part, and just hear the part where I said focus on yourself. So yes, this is what's going on in your love life for April. This is what you can expect. Check your other placements if this didn't quite resonate, or if you want to know what else has come in. I don't know if you can hear my phone going off and making me sound popular, but I'm not. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new, and thank you so much for watching.